Hi, this is Christy Taylor, and I want to welcome you to On Location Memphis's Memphis Music Bank Live. I am having an amazing time talking to interesting music creators and filmmakers. And on tonight, we're going to talk to one of our very own music publishers in the bank, and that's Rowdy. Hi, Rowdy.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Now, of course, tonight we're going to get a chance to learn about you, the person, the musician, and listen to some of your amazing music that is in the Memphis Music Bank. But I want to get things started off with, first of all, who is Rowdy?
Oh, Rowdy is a producer from Memphis, 34, and that loves music.
Okay, so how did you get started in music?
I actually started music in elementary. I was playing a xylophone and recorder, and then I went to junior high. That's when I started playing saxophone. In high school, saxophone, and I played more woodwinds. And when I went to college, that's when I started playing almost everything except for strings.
Wow. So by college, were you a music major?
Yes, I was a music ed major.
So what are some of your favorite instruments that you played in college?
I would have to start off by saying saxophone first, and trombone, and I go bass clarinet after that.
Oh, okay. So when did you start playing keys?
I actually had to play keys and for a class in college, so that's how keys came up.
That's how keys came up. So when it comes to music production, who are some of your inspirations? I saw some Michael Jackson in the background. I think there was a picture back there.
Oh yeah, that's those pictures I got from my grandma.
So you have a musical family background?
Yes, my sister, she plays the same instruments I play. I have a granddad that play bass, and I have a nephew that's 5 that's working on beats right now, and he's pretty good so far.
Wow. So when did you become a beat maker?
I became a beat maker when I left college. That was in 2009.
So over 10 years, you've been making beats. Now,
Yes.
you're a very low-key kind of guy, but so for your name to be Rowdy, come on now. How did you get that nickname?
I got that name from college. I was pretty wild, and yeah, that's it for that.
You said you were pretty rowdy in college. You kind of mellowed out as you've aged. I understand. So you
Yeah.
Mississippi Valley.
Yes, Mississippi Valley. Yes.
You said music education. So are you a teacher as well?
No, I had to leave. My mom got sick, so I had to take a leave, and I haven't went back to finish off yet.
But you've been keeping music alive, and of course, you have some amazing music. And one of the things that I want you to do is just tell me about your music process, how you approach music production, and once again, who are some of your, I guess, inspirations when it comes to music?
Okay. My inspiration with what I was inspired by with producers, I would say for right now I would go Timberland and Pharrell. I listen to them, so that's where I get my drum pattern from. And then if I have to go modern day time, I would go Mike Will and Zaytoven.
Wow. Now, okay, of course, I know the first two, they're in that Virginia area. So the other two guys, tell me where they're from and their style.
They're from Atlanta, and they more do the let me see, the trap hip hop that's popular now. So you got to move with the time. So I had to learn how to do that.
Okay. Well, you can I listen to some of what you got?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna play.
Set it up for me. The name of the song and some of the inspiration on how you created it.
All right, I'm naming the first song was named Reefer, and this in the music bank is in the music bank. So, and this
Okay,
one I
so
made, and I
okay.
made it. I did this one for the commercial that was presented at the second mixer.
Okay, now one of the things is the Memphis Music Bank last fall we launched with website and also our Memphis Music Bank mixer competitions, and of course Rowdy was one of our strong contenders, and this particular song, Reaper is featured in the Memphis Music Bank commercial. All right, let me hear this.
All right.
All right, you can turn it up. You can turn it up. Yeah, turn it up. That's good. That's good. Yes. So when it came to creating that song, what were some of the instruments and how did you approach that particular production?
What inspired me to use the instruments I used was I went to the 100 Battle of Bands in Atlanta, Georgia. So, and also I use brass, and I use a lot of brass and heavy saxophones inside this because I was inspired by the 100 Battle of Bands. So hey, I can make something like a band will play.
Okay. Now, do you do a lot of live instrumentation when it comes to creating your beats, your tracks, or are you primarily using, loops and things of that nature at this point?
I don't use loops. I'm mostly analog and digital.
Okay.
For right now, I used to use live instrumentation, but I have been moving my studio around, so I don't have the room to do a lot of instrumentation right now. Okay. But when I get the room, I'll get back to it.
Okay. So do you collaborate a lot of times with filmmakers and the like, or what's that relationship that you're looking to get into in regards to that?
Before I wasn't I wasn't with filmmakers, but I have a cousin that live in Bahamas right now, and he's interested in making videos and have music behind it. So I told him about the MMB to check him out and see what he think about it.
Now, when you joined the Memphis Music Bank, what was the relationship, or how was it easy for you to get into the Memphis Music Bank? Tell me about that process.
You got to talk to my pops about the whole process, but it was easy. It wasn't hard to get into it. Just have your paperwork and documentation right, and go from there.
Now, when it comes to documentation, what type of documentation is required to have your music in the Memphis Music Bank?
Copyrights.
Okay.
Mostly.
It's copywritten. Okay. And publishers and things of that nature. Are you with BMI or ASCAP?
BMI.
Okay. So when it comes to collaborating with some of the other music publishers, who have you had a chance to, in the competitions, to battle with?
My competition I battle with is Kirk. Yeah, and I actually want to do like a production, like a small EP with Dwayne Wills and Richard Wills, because they play live instruments. So I was thinking once I get my mic set up, I can have them come over and lay stuff down.
That's gonna be awesome. So what have you found being a part of the Memphis Music Bank has been helpful to you as a producer?
Since we did the movie screening class with Andy Hill, that actually helped me out a lot. So the scoring, so I can focus on scoring if I have to. But right now, I just been doing local artists and stuff right now. But by them having me do that scoring class, it opened my eyes to a lot more stuff that I can do with the music.
Now, what is the difference for those who may be watching this, and they're also music producers who, of course, they do a lot of their stuff for artists. What is the difference between writing for an artist or creating music tracks for an artist and scoring or putting music into television and film?
The background, like with local artists and the artists that you do music for, we don't really have to, just a little snare here and 808 right there that they're satisfied. But with scoring, I see that's more difficult. But with me, it's like you gotta capture that scene with the music. It's different from making with artists. You can just make a beat and if they like it or not. But with scoring, you gotta really focus and commit yourself to, hey, this scene here is getting intense. I need to bring the music out some more.
Now,
or not.
last year, you did participate in 2 or 3 of the mixer competitions. What did you discover when it came to the competition itself? Did you find that as a very interesting competition?
Oh yeah. I found it. It was interesting, all right.
What did
It
you
was
like?
actually it was fun. So I learned a lot. You know, I learned what I need to do and what I don't need to do, and but I learned a lot by doing the 2 I did.
So what did you learn the most?
What I learned the most, yeah, keep up with Kurt.
But as a producer, what are some techniques and tips that you can suggest to other music producers who may want to produce it and work with filmmakers?
The one tip that I got, was that Dotson? I can't remember his name. It was one of the judges. He was talking about the reverb in the steps in one of the scenes. So I say mixing your music to fit the scenes is very important. Having the right mix and bringing out certain parts of the scene with it.
Now, who's your favorite music producer when it comes to working with artists? And then also, do you follow film composers? And if so, which ones do you like?
You got me on the spot right here. 'Cause I can't remember. I cannot remember the names of the ones that does movies. But I would say the whoever does the Marvel and Avenger movies.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. And they do a lot of live and orchestrations and things of that
Mm-hmm.
as well. And since you play a lot of instruments, you really have a strong inclination to that as well. I can see that. So I
Right.
want to hear something else you have. What else do you have in the Memphis Music Bank that we can check out right quick? You can tell me the name of it and set it up for me.
This one is the one I'm going to play is what I had in the first competition. Is the name of it is Deserve It.
Deserve It. Okay, let's check out Deserve It.
All right.
I like that. So what instrumentation, so what type of, what was the foundation of that track?
The foundation of that track was actually with the pianos I was using. And on top of the 808, the heavy 808 and drums.
And that, hey, was that you? Or
No, that's not me. That was this part of we actually had my sister do it, so we had to come in and say,
oh, and then you just kind of tweaked your voice?
yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. That sounds really fun. Now, when it comes, okay, of course, in 2020, we were anticipating a lot of great things to happen with the Memphis Music Bank, which we're still going to be doing our virtuals. So we're going to still have our virtual screenings with filmmakers and also an opportunity for them to talk about their film process. But later on this year, we're going to get back to the Memphis Music Competition mixers. Do you plan on participating this year?
Yes, I participate every year I have to.
Okay. Now, real quick. Now, we know that Memphis is strong on the blues and soul. How has the Memphis sound impacted your music or influenced your music?
For me being a musician first, I did jazz and blues, so yeah, that was a big influence. I didn't make beats at first. I was just doing like little small club playing saxophone. So Memphis music was part of that. And then for me to be a producer now, trying to, you know, listen to the old Memphis music. You know, right now I listen to a whole lot of 3-6 and BB King, and I gotta say BB King because I actually performed with him once before.
Wow, amazing. Congratulations for that. Oh, long live the king. BB.
Yes.
So you said that 3-6, meaning 3-6 Mafia and BB
Right.
King. Now, you know,
Yes.
for some people, that's a range. So talk about your view of Memphis rap.
Memphis rap, I would say is it's coming back. Slowly but surely it's coming back.
So what was some of the artists in the back in the day that you really was influenced by? I know 3-6 Mafia, of course. But who were some of the other ones and why?
I said 3-6 Mafia. I would listen to how their production started out. Their production started out kind of rough, but over the years they developed and it became, you know, where people actually steal Memphis music because
yes, we are intertwined with a lot of things,
right,
including from our soul days till now. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
We're sampled a lot. A lot. So once again, some of the current people, who do you find really doing great when it comes to Memphis rap and hip hop?
I have two local artists that I listen to a lot. Jada Street and Type T. They're pretty dope. They're pretty dope, and they got that Memphis sound with them. So
and very unique approach as well.
Right.
Very unique approach. What would you consider as the Memphis sound now? What would you describe that to be?
Wow. So many young kids doing it nowadays. I can't. Mostly, I would say Yo Gotti right now because they, you know, he's out there now, so bigger than what he was at first. So
right. He's definitely going mainstream, signing.
Right. That's the sound. That's the sound that Memphis music has right now. They're going more mainstream and instead of just mixtapes, right?
Understood. So what are some of the advice that you have for up and coming musicians and music producers?
Don't quit. Keep going. Never give up. Keep your ears open. There's plenty of things to learn and more things to do out here. Just don't give up.
Don't give up. Well, we're not going to give up on you either. And I would like to hear one more track. What you got for me?
I'm going to play actually a song that has vocals on it called What's Love.
Okay.
All right.
I like that. I like the house. I like how you bring your strings in. I like that.
What's love? What's love? What's love to you? What's love? What's love? What's love to you? What's love? What's love? What's love? What's love to you? Try kisses, hugs. Tell me what's love to you? What's love? What's love to you? What's love? What's love to you? You call it love, but I say it ain't. You say love at first sight, well I must have been. You steady talking like you been around. When time got tough, you didn't make a sound. Somebody that's down, always around. Always hold me down when I'm not around. Love I can't deny, some head that's fine. I'm talking about that real love like Mary J. Blige. What's love?
Is that you, Rowdy? Is that you rapping?
Huh?
Is that you on the vocals?
Yes, that's asking me, yes.
That's cute. That's so cute. I don't know if I'm supposed to say cute, but it's cute to me. What inspired that song?
Love.
Love. Well, we're gonna wrap up in just a few moments, but for those who are looking for music for their film projects, web series, television shows, what can you tell them about your style, the reason they should check you out of the Memphis Music Bank?
I'm different and I'm unique, and I can make it fit.
You can make it fit. Okay.
I can make it fit.
They can make it fit now. So when they go to the Memphis Music Bank, what do they need to look up?
I guess hip hop.
Hip hop, okay. And also, is it Rowdy Productionz?
Yes, it's Rowdy Productionz with a Z.
Rowdy Productionz with a Z. All right, Rowdy Productionz with a Z on the Memphis Music Bank website. Be sure to check that out. You can also check out On Location Memphis as well, and it has a link out to the Memphis Music Bank database. And be sure to check out Rowdy of Rowdy Productionz with a Z.